Hey everyone, welcome to Get Set Ma. I'm Sakshi, a mommy to a 3-year-old, and I'm here today to share the story of my delivery with all of you. I had something called the natural delivery or the normal delivery, which is also called the vaginal delivery. And before I begin, I'd like to share with you that I was one of those moms who had her delivery on the predicted due date. Yes, I did manage to deliver on the date which was calculated by my doctor, and this was something I was very excited about. So here is my story. Please click to subscribe and turn on the notifications. I remember visiting my doctor the morning prior to the due date for a routine checkup, and she advised that I get admitted that evening itself since I was almost ready to pop and my baby had the umbilical cord around its neck, so she didn't want to take a chance there. Now, I'd like to add here that for new expecting moms, it can be scary that the umbilical cord is wound around the baby's neck. But it's very common and the doctors are very well equipped to handle a situation like this and to manage the delivery even with the cord around the baby's neck. Do remember, in this case, your gynecologist is the best person to know what is safe for your baby. Well, by the time I reached home, I could feel light spasms already, and this was around 2:30 p.m. These were irregular spasms and I could feel the discomfort setting in. I tried to relax myself, calm myself down while my husband hurriedly wrapped our work over frantic calls. I took a deep breath, a nice hot shower, and I just tried to focus on myself, thinking of all the good things to refrain from getting jittery. Yes, I was tense and I was nervous because the time had finally arrived and all I wanted to do was to hold my baby. I'd like to add here that my prenatal classes came in very handy during this time. The Pilates and the breathing exercises helped me a great deal before and during my contractions and kept me calm and focused. I feel that's always good to have a bit of information so as to be prepared and to take charge of your body and emotions at this very crucial time. And I feel that prenatal classes and exercises do prepare you well. So we reached the hospital at around 5 p.m. I got admitted and my active labor began at 6 p.m. I still remember the sharp spasms. They were painful and they intensified with every hour. But the nurses and my doctor, they were very helpful and they did periodic checks to make sure that all was well. This included checking the heartbeat of the baby, the blood pressure, and a series of internal examinations. The nurses also performed something called the Enema on me, which essentially is cleaning the bowels completely before delivery. This is an optional method just to have cleaner delivery procedure. I was of course not allowed to eat anything for hours that led up to the delivery and was instantly put on a glucose drip. Do not worry if your doctor offers you this option. Discuss it with your doctor beforehand so you're well prepared and well informed. At one point, my doctor took a very important decision for me, which was for the safety and well-being of me and my baby. Since my baby had the cord around his neck and was constantly changing positions, she wanted to go ahead with the epidural to keep me prepared for the Caesarean. And this was, in case the baby got distressed. I let her take this decision for me. From my prenatal classes, I knew what she was talking about. So I did not want my baby to suffer in any way. Those few hours are tough and can really take a toll on you. The labor is unbearable and we are very particular about how we like our deliveries to be. Having said that, it is also very important to trust your doctor at that point and to just go with the flow. I had discussed having a natural delivery with my doctor, but I also let her lead me through the delivery by taking the decisions that deemed absolutely fit. It also helps to get acquainted beforehand with terms and information so you have a bit of an idea before the time comes for the actual delivery. Well, my labor lasted for about 8 hours. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And I finally delivered at 2:30 a.m. the next day, exactly on my due date. I got through my entire labor with a very calm and focused mind only because of my breathing exercises. They helped me stay calm, stay focused, and take care of myself at a time like this. I channeled my breathing completely towards my body to take control of every spasm that hit me like a million rocks. And I still remember everything that my body was telling me every minute. My advice here would be to figure out a mechanism before the delivery that would help you cope. I feel it's extremely important to handle this independently with utmost care to be able to deal with the pains efficiently. My doctor managed a natural delivery in spite of the cord, using the vacuum to pull the baby out as I was losing my strength. Zoravar, my son, was born at 2:28 a.m. I was elated, I was tired and extremely dizzy, but the ordeal hadn't ended for me. I had a floating detached placenta, which was an unused part of my actual placenta. This one wouldn't deliver itself as it was floating aimlessly, and my uterus at the same time contracted completely. So this made it impossible for my doctor to get it delivered. I could have hemorrhaged, and according to my doctor, it was life-threatening. So I was given an anesthesia while she worked things out. All I can say is, all's well that ends well, and 45 minutes later, I was with my baby, drowsy, tired, but so happy. I have a fun fact here. My doctor completely forgot to tell me the gender of the baby as she was busy figuring out a way to save my life. So yes, I got to know a little later after much insistence. She wanted me to just keep quiet because I was talking too much, oblivious to the situation at hand. Everybody reacts differently to labor pains, so all I can say is relax, keep calm, master the breathing exercises. Yoga really helps here. Have faith, and it will all come together as the most empowering and magical experience you would have ever come across. Well, this was my story, and I'm so glad to be able to share it with you. Do tell us about your experiences in the comments below, and we really look forward to hearing your stories. Thank you and goodbye.